Today, I'm going to shut the window first. Hey guys, welcome back. Today, I'm gonna talk a little bit about manifestation, and we'll also go into a little bit of a how-to. So in a spiritual context, manifestation means taking an idea and turning it into something real. The attraction of something emotional or physical by the embodiment of that thing. The idea that what you want is there, it's available, you just have to realize it. To some people, this sounds like nonsense because they may not be at this point in their life living in alignment with this thought, and so things aren't going in that way to them, and then they rubbish it by saying, oh, this is all nonsense. But to me, this is magic. Whatever we focus on, where we put our energy, those are the things that we will be and we will have. This is like real simple magic to me. It's so magical. So like, this is the thing that I think about my son sometimes, and like kids in general, I guess. It's like, you know, when they think of something or they have a need come up, they want it immediately, and when they can't get that thing as soon as they think of it, they have what we as adults call tantrums. And I just sometimes, of course, it is, at the moment I have a 2.5-year-old boy, and so I am well versed with tantrums, and they are definitely really challenging, very difficult, very triggering, and just generally a nightmare sometimes. But I think if you think when they are asleep and you've had 5 minutes to yourself, when you think about what a tantrum is, it is basically, I just feel that they are so used to manifesting all their desires in the moment, that now that they have this physical baby body, which they're not used to coming from pure light and consciousness as they have, now they have all these barriers in this physical plane, in these baby bodies, and we are the barriers, and so they take it out on us. But actually the barriers are these things we live in anyway. That's a whole tangent, so maybe we'll get into that another time in another video. But I feel like there is something to it when it comes to instant manifestation. So here's how to get started with conscious manifestation. There are different ways. Some people find it helpful to use visualization while meditating. Some people find it helpful to make a vision board. I am not one of those people, not because I don't believe in it, but because I just haven't got around to doing a vision board yet. But I have my own little version of a vision board. I write stuff that I want in my life. I write affirmations, I do little drawings of things, I put up pictures, and I put them all up on my wall. So it's not necessarily a board, it's more like a vision wall. So it's just basically something that inspires you to focus on and work towards the things that you want to attract into your life. Some people use their orgasm as a magical manifestation moment. And some people journal it. So for that one, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an exercise which I think helps in the journaling department. Basically, write a short story about your dream life. Everything you've ever wanted, hoped for, wanted to be, wanted to feel, but write it as if it has already happened. So write it as, this is my life, as opposed to this is the life I want. According to me, one of the truest, simplest forms of magic is putting pen to paper. So I believe you write something and you make it real. So write. This technique is called scripting, and it's totally legit. Another little a tip I can give you along those same lines would be to write little affirmations, little reminders for yourself, and on like little post-it notes or whatever, and stick them around your house, everywhere you would see it. Just walking around, just getting about your daily business. I have, like I said, I have my whole wall where I have all my stuff, but then I also have a journal where I write things, and then like on the fridge I put different ones, like things that encourage me to eat healthy, remind me that I respect my body and that I value health above beauty when it comes to things like food and exercise and stuff. And then I have different ones in my bedroom where I sleep that reminds me to be grateful for the day and reminds me how lucky I am to have a place to sleep, and basically just, you know, little prayers in different places of the house. So if you live with someone else, if you live in a parental home, or you live with people that don't want your personality just splattered all over the walls, you can focus these things into a journal, or you can just have like a little board in your house where you stick these things or whatever. Just, you know, do it according to how it suits your life. So those were a few techniques, and now we can get into a few tips that will get you along your way. 1, visualize your goal. Let's be realistic right off the bat. Let's not like go crazy and be like, I want $1 million when I wake up tomorrow, it'll be in my bag. As far as I know, that's not how it works. But unless you are in the kind of situation where you're, for example, selling a business, or you are in line to inherit something, or you know what I'm trying to say. If the money is within your sights, then you can manifest, you can do little things to manifest in that way. So in that sense, be specific, and let's stay within the realm of immediate possibilities if you want immediate results. 2, use affirmations to destroy the things that are standing in your way. By this I mean, like, a lot of us have a lot of issues. We've got a lot of things that hold us back. We've got things in our lives that have been there for a very, very long time, and those are not always easy. And I think to get through those things, you have to be willing to be really, really painfully honest with yourself. Whether you are willing to or need to say it to anybody else is secondary. The most important thing is to be really honest with yourself. Otherwise, you will not be able to clear the path for your manifestations to work fast. So you need to, my way of doing that is to do affirmations. I write affirmations about the things that I need to heal, the things that I need to clear in my life. So I think the first step to even be able to do those affirmations is to be really honest with yourself about what your problems really are. I obviously don't know what your issues are or how your negative self-talk works, but I'll give you a few examples so you know exactly what I mean, and then you can just write your own affirmations. My body is an incredible healer. I am worthy enough to follow my dreams. I am abundant in my finances, in my happiness, and in my love. My third tip would be that repetition is key. Some people use this technique called 55 into 5, which basically means they write their goal or their affirmation or the thing they want to attract 55 times a day for 5 days. Now, I haven't tried it, but I have heard reviews and people say it works for them. So there's that. You could use the journal we were talking about earlier and just like section it off, and then have your 555 section in the back or whatever, however it works for you. Or another way of doing the 555, I think, if you want to alter it a little bit would be to maybe write it once and then read it 55 times a day for 5 days. That's another option, and so if you try this one, let me know how it goes. Another thing I want to say, just like interject here for a second, is that trust the process. There's a process. I don't think anything in life works unless you have trust and you have belief and you do things with a pure intention and believe in what you're doing. So yeah, so that brings me to 4. Let go of control. Don't be obsessive, just believe the process, believe in yourself, and do things with intention. So I think that whatever you think of all day, whatever your main focus in your life is, that is the thing that you will attract the most. So if your focus is on lack, then you will find a lacking, and if your focus instead is on fulfillment and acceptance of the things that you want in your life, then that is what you will find. 5, I believe in the visualization. So I think if you're someone who meditates, then you can slip this in, some visualization while you're meditating, or maybe you can start this fresh and do like 5 minutes a day should be enough. I think any amount of meditation should be enough. If you are inspired to do more, that's great. Yeah, just use visualization. Just think about the things that you want the most. Imagine that you have the health that you want, the loved one that you want, the job you want, whatever it is you're hoping to achieve, whatever it is that you're hoping to attract into your life. Visualize having it, how it feels to have it, what it's like, how you use that thing to better your life, to make someone else's life better. Visualize yourself in the situation, in the life that you want. 6 would be gratitude. There is no manifestation without gratitude. Whatever word you want to use, gratitude is absolutely key. Try and always stay in the mental state of thankfulness and gratitude, and trust. Even the times that you feel lost and you don't understand what's happening, you have to believe, you have to genuinely believe that the universe is working for you, is holding you, it's holding space for your dreams, and you have to believe that you are loved. Stay in love, stay in trust, stay in gratitude. So those were my tips for manifesting the life of your dreams. I hope you enjoyed this video. There is a little bit of a note that I want to add to the end of this video. I am not going to end without saying that I'm fully aware that there are many differences between people's lives. I am fully aware of privilege versus oppression. And even though I completely believe in manifestation and all the techniques that I've shared today, I am also aware that society is set up in a way to keep certain people down. I know that it is set up in a way to keep some people rich, some people poor, and that it benefits from the oppression of some of us. So it's with humbleness and true love for all of you that I've made this video, just to share some love and magic, really. I feel that if we didn't live in this kind of modern society and just lived in complete connection and harmony with nature, and lived knowing that we are one with it instead of so separate from it, we would all be seeing results really soon. But the fact that sometimes it takes longer and that sometimes it doesn't work is not a reflection of you or your power. It's a reflection of society. It's a reflection of how much power and energy has been put into keeping some of us down. But that's another subject for another day. Thanks for spending this time with me. I really appreciate it, and I love you all. Happy manifesting.